Welcome back to another video. Let's check out the rest of the stuff that was released yesterday. In Babylon, you're going to be finding the Giving Shrub, and you can find several different things in here. The first is the Ugly Bush Slayer sweater. Now, this was obtained given because multiple players had taken over 5 hours, almost 6 hours, to take down a NPC that had almost 10,000 million HP. And you get this as a reward. Then you have the gifting leaderboard, the 2022. Mentions right here, you have to use the gifting rune in order to get points added to this. So the Guardian gifting runes and the Bush faction gold cards do not work towards this. And then on here, you will see who is on top of the leaderboard. Now, last year, we had people, I believe this guy was really high up on top. And everybody that was high up on top, that had the top 20 in the gifting leaderboard of last year, will be getting a special badge and title that they will be able to show off to other people. So that's pretty cool. And they're probably going to have something like that for this leaderboard as well. And you would be needing to purchase these, which cost 1,000 dragon crystals. And you can buy as many of these as you want. You can stack them up to 20, but you can have multiple stacks. And this thing here says that this will contribute to the leaderboard. However, these do not. Also, these do not either. So just to let you know, that doesn't mean that you can't use these things here. These won't contribute to the leaderboard, but you can still use them to, spawn Cthulhus and stuff like that. Let's check out some of the stuff you can get here, even though you're probably sick and tired of Cthulhu stuff, because these things have been spawned pretty much the entire year. I have a full stack of everything I need from these, but these pets are really cool. I like those pets. You've got that bow, and there's a new bow, the Snow Piercer. This is a very awesome looking bow, but before you purchase this, wait, I'll explain why. But then you've got this right here, the Freezing Dart Launcher and the Frozen Antler. That is really original. Look at that. That's crazy cool. But there's a lot of really cool stuff in here. Look at the animation on there. This stuff is returning from last year. The other 3 things I showed you this is absolutely amazing. I love those things. This is the Polar Ninja armor. They have the full set. He breathes out air. Very cool. And yeah, you've got the entire set of that. Then you have some really nice looking things. This is for Guardians only. Very nice. And then this one here, again, Guardians only, but very nice. And then you have the entire whole bunch of different ones: green, red, blue, white, all different variants. I'll just show you what these look like. So, but you can imagine what they look like in the different colors. So yeah, a lot of different stuff. And of course, don't forget the beanies. You can wear a beanie hat with it. So the sleigh belt and the Snow Rider, and then you have the entire Snow Rider armor set here as well. So lots of different stuff in here. Armor right there. And in the giving shrub, I keep saying gifting, I don't know why. And then you can purchase this, and this would be spawning a giant bush, which you can then spot. You have a chance of obtaining these items from it, as well as getting the bushel of bushes from these as well. And there are just a slew of pets you can obtain right here. Giving an example of one of the pets. This is one of my favorite bushes, and this one here. That is really cool. I like the idea behind that. You've also got a ton of travel forms. These are not the ones that run super fast. They're still broken. Come on. How many years have it been broken? Fix the preview. How hard is it? And then you've got the travel forms, but keep in mind these only travel at 5%, not 160 like you would hope. So, but they are still very cool. You can get all those from those gifting things, or if people are spawning them, you'll get the bushes stuff. So very cool. You'll also notice Yalgar now is all festive because they decorated it for Christmas. Heading over to the House of Oddities, and we're going to go out the door because in here you're going to be finding the Fang. This one is a returning monster from last year, and you're going to be going up here because Rose has a shop. So you do have a daily right here, party with Frost Fang, and you can do this and then obtain social flyers. After you gain a certain amount of social flyers, you can spend those social flyers on things in here. Now keep in mind there's a new item in here called the Glacial Piercer, and this is what it looks like. And that's why I told you not to buy the other one, because you basically have a reskin version right here. They look identical. On this map, you're going to be finding Roland, and you're going to be finding the Frostlorn Invader Siege right here. Oh my, the siege is already going. Battle on Frost Siege, 24%, as these things are battering the things. Oh, you got a ways to go. So in this siege, you can actually get several different weapon drops in here, like the, what is it called? The ice spear, the ice stabber spear or something like that. And then the other one, I forget the name. It's a sword you can obtain. There's also a mace, like a snowflake mace, a couple versions of it. So yeah, there's several different things you can get in here, which might make it worth it if you want to get those items. Not to mention, of course, you also get defender medals and other stuff that you need. Now, if you guys play PvP, then you're going to want to check out one of the map's battle falls. It has been decorated for Frostval. In Battlon, you're going to want to talk to Blizzy, and here you're going to have access to several different things here, including the past Frostval collections, which I did show in a previous video, and we've got these which will be coming probably in December. We then have the Raiders and the Frostvale Labyrinth. Let's check out the Raiders first. So I already did show these in a previous video, so I won't bother showing you again, but you can get these things as crafts, and this would be what you're battling is the Frostlorn Raiders. It takes you to the town of Frostvale, and then in here you're going to be heading into the challenge, and you have the 3 monsters or 3 bosses in here that spawn randomly. So if you come into here and you notice there's nothing in here, that's because they take a while to spawn. They honestly need to make it so that these things will spawn like right away so that you don't have to wait, because it's kind of dumb. People will be just confused. I mean, here's a perfect example. Like, nobody really understands what they're supposed to do here. Wow, these things can shred me. Look at that. 5 seconds. There's 3 of them here. I went to the green server. I checked red, and they hadn't spawned there. So I checked the green, and they've spawned here. But they can whoop me in 5 seconds. So you definitely need to have a group of people. Look at that. Over 100,000. What are their damage? Okay, well, still. I mean, that's pretty... I mean, look at their crit. The monsters spawn back every 10 minutes, and they do have other drops and stuff that you can get from them, as well as items required for crafting. If you are a guardian, you're going to want to talk to Zoria, and look at her little hat. That's hilarious. You're going to be finding a Guardian's Holiday Spirit, and in here, you will be able to get some Guardian Gifting Runes. You are going to be needing 5 Guardian class tokens. You can do this every day, so you can just grab that and then turn it in. I can't turn it in right now because I have a full inventory, but if I didn't, I could just turn that in and get that thing and then spawn myself a Gift Thulu. The last area is the Labyrinth, and this is the classic. Actually, let me just show you the dungeons first. So you have this dungeon right up here. This is the Epic Yetin one, and you can get the Frozen Core Blade. There's a lot of drops. I'll be making a video about drops, all the Frostvale drops that you can get in which location and whatnot. And then you've got 2 different dungeons in here. This one does have some drops you can obtain in here as well. And then you have Blizzy right here with a bunch of different stuff you can obtain in here. So you've got the Yetin crafts and the Frostvale outfits. In here you can also get another pet, or sorry, travel form. Again, the preview is broken. Oh, that's so irritating. But you will be needing the bush root and all of this stuff here. I already have a video on how you can obtain all the bushes in this game, so you can check that out. But then in here, you've got a bunch of Santa hats you can get. Several different colors, depending on what you would like to get. You have a top hat. That's pretty cool. And a full Carolers set, as well as Santa armor, even though it's not technically Santa's armor. I mean, it's as close as they get to it, I guess, but Anyways, it's pretty neat though. I don't mind it at all. The Santa belt, which is the belt I use. I know a lot of people have asked what belt I use for my armor set. That is it right there. Ugly sweater, red. Very cool. Love that. Look at that. It's got frog zards on it. It's got the logo and green variant of it. You have the elf set, and there's a green and red version of it. And then the elf, this is something I've always loved just because of the color. It's a nice vibrant gold. I love gold. So, and then the Yetin crafts, and you've got a bunch of different crafts in here, including this one here, which is pretty darn cool. Again, this is one of those ones that breathe, so pretty neat. Now there is a head of Yetin that you can actually obtain. I'm going to be farming for that this year because I haven't obtained it yet. You have the huge cleaver right here, and then a crusher. Too bad it's not bigger. With a name like that, it should have been. This is one of the very first scythes we ever got in the game. So lots of different stuff in here, and you're going to be needing to farm these dungeons in order to obtain any of those things that you want. And I believe that covers everything. If I missed anything, I do apologize. I tried to cover everything I could. But that is it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and keep those swords swinging.